Hello, pile one. If you felt called to the double card in reverse, this reading is for you. Okay, so I see that you guys have been celebrating, and this may be your current situation right now. You may have had a weekend where you were celebrating. Either way, you had this period where you were letting go and having fun, and it may have been kind of an escape for this healing of the past that is about to occur. So after this period of, having fun and just being not serious about things, kind of letting things be on the back burner, if you will, there's this time where you're like reflecting on the past and things start to come up where it is painful things, heartbreak even, like it's just in the heart center. So things that have affected the way you view your heart center, the way your heart feels love, it starts to be made apparent to you. And when you're reflecting on the past, it almost is like you get stuck in it, because it's like even though it was kind of bad, it was good. And it was like a connection with someone, and it's like this deep part of you that you almost feel like this person took it away. Like a part of you is in this person, or it left with that relationship or the situation that you're reflecting on. And that's why, even though it's kind of bad, like the memories, you're getting stuck in it because it feels good, because you're with this old version of you that it was the truest version, the version of you before you got hurt. And it feels like this other world that you're in, that you're kind of living a double life. And when you're reflecting on the past like this, it gives you kind of this fuzzy vision of your current reality. Like, you come out of it and you realize where you're at right now is not where you want to be. You know you can do better. And it almost is like you know that this healing is going to be intense, so you're kind of avoiding it. And it gets to a point where you know how to be comfortable in your everyday life, but something feels like it's missing, and it's this healing that is about to occur, and it really affects how you have relationships with other people, because this relationship was a lot of give on your part, and it wasn't received properly, and because of that, it affected the way you conversate with others, the way you give out your love to others, whether it's friends or relationships. And you feel like you want to do better. You want to go back to being just open and giving without thinking things, or just not having to worry. And it's like this past situation gave you these worries that it affects how you be with people you do love and people that are good for you, because this person has really, like, this blindfold is on you, and it's giving you this sight that you're not able to see your current reality clearly, because the past reality is coming up to be released. So you're kind of living in like two different worlds with this memory, and you're reflecting on it a lot, to the point where you may feel like you're in it sometimes, and it's because you're with that old version of you, and you want to bring her into your new current reality in a healthy way, like to teach her boundaries, or him, but to teach that version of you boundaries. And that way you can give out your love and conversate with people in a way that feels good, and you know how to keep yourself kind of like, I won't say selfish, but like you know how to keep yourself sane in the process, and you know the red flags, so you can give to people without assuming things. And when this realization occurs, when this realization comes to you, like you know how to make your current reality like peaceful, you know how to make the best out of it, but something feels like something needs to change, then you get to this point where it's all about being fair, fair to yourself, fair to others, that people do deserve to see the best version of you. You do deserve to give out your love and feel good doing that. And you don't have to assume the worst, and you don't have to think before you conversate with people. And it's really about being fair to your true version of you, and to give that old version a release so that you can bring in this higher self. I feel like you guys are coming in contact with a new version of you in terms of like a new destiny almost. Like your way of this chapter of your life is coming to an end. So if it has felt like it's this way of life that's not completely true to you, like even this partying, you may have been doing this a lot, and while it feels good and everything, it kind of feels like it's not the real you. It's because the emotions you feel when you're celebrating can be felt on an everyday basis when you heal. And it doesn't mean you have to escape your reality to go back to the past to feel this. You can bring that old version into the new reality and heal it. And you do this by surrendering outdated beliefs about yourself and acknowledging that this is the past. This version of you that gave without thinking about anything is authentic, and you can do this in the real reality now that you're intuitive. You're able to give out love because you're intuitive. This says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. And it's also about trusting yourself, trusting that because you're intuitive, you can give out love and you can conversate with people in a genuine, authentic way, just the way you used to, but with boundaries. Boundaries of your foresight, of seeing, can I do this with this person before you do it? And when you see that, you're able to just be your true, authentic self. And I also see that you're going to have a new way of being friends with people, like new connections and just new ways of expressing you. This says, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So yeah, on this healing journey, you guys are like, you are fed up with the way you've been living. You've tried to make the best out of it, like going out, having fun. You've been reflecting on the past, getting stuck in it almost. And then you have this realization that the way you've been living is not your true, authentic self. You have so much love to give out, and it deserves to be in a way that is abundant, that you know it's not going to be regretted once you do it. And you can do that because you're intuitive. So this is going to give you fair eyesight, like you get to see how to be yourself around different types of people. And because of this, you can give out. So I see that you guys may be giving out to friends in a different way. This can be expressing yourself. This can be money. This can be any way that is involving that old version of you, recreating it in a more powerful, more boundary way. Like that old version of you, all it needed was boundaries. And then once you have that, you can be truly happy. And I see that once you guys start this new way of life, it feels good and you want change and you're ready to go out and do it. But I will say that it's not the right time. Wait and really involve this new old version of you, change it, and get familiar with it before you do too much with it. That's what I would say. Because there may be an opportunity that comes up that it feels right, but there are some things that you need to get familiar with before it can truly come. And I just want to say that as like a little caution, but it won't be that long. It won't be that long. And I'm also hearing ringing in my ears, so your team might be coming in now. Okay, I just heard you're ready. So yeah, so you guys are ready. Sorry, I'm like meditating on it a little bit. Yeah, so familiarity, like getting those boundaries together, it's like this shield of armor. And then you can feel all this love and all this joy and all this peace. And you can give it out when you're around people that you don't have to wear that armor. And your intuition will show you who and what places you should put your armor on and when you can take it off. And in this way, you can live without regret. You can live authentically and to the fullest extent. And part of this is, sorry, I feel like your guys' team is with me right now. I'm feeling a lot of energy. Okay, so this also says surrender comparisons with other people, and I feel like that's why in the beginning, like before I went on to say you're ready, I felt like you guys need to wait a little bit before you go out and do something in the physical world with this energy, something authentic, because you want this to be authentically you, not based on other people. So when you're creating boundaries, when you're recreating your outdated version of yourself to become new and integrated in you, don't pay attention to what other people are doing. Don't pay attention to how people have healed. This is your own journey. This is you, and only you understand your previous self, how she became that way, and how you can change it. So other people's input is not accurate. Like, this is not something that you can talk to friends about, family about, but you can talk to your team about it, like your spiritual team. They are there, they're waiting to listen. They're with me right now, and they're there. So if you feel like you're alone in this, you're not alone. It's just that your sound piece, I guess, like your input is going to be something that is in the other realm, the realm that you cannot see. And this is because this is really an unseen healing journey. Like, it's going to be very subtly noticed by other people. So it needs to be something that only you truly understand to get the fullest benefit out of it. And this says, keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So during this, really focusing on what is good about you currently, how you can give this energy to that outdated version to change it. So it's being present while you're reflecting on the past. And then you have like this integration that you make in this new person. But it needs to be completely on you. So do not focus on others. If you need to take a break, take a break. That was strong there. Maybe off social media, actually no. I feel like you guys look on social media and it's more about like word posts, and your team also can come through in like inspiration posts or spiritual posts, that type of thing. So not really social media, but like if you need to take a break, you know what that means for you, and it's needed to really be in this in an authentic way. to surrender to complete healing. So this is a complete healing journey, and that means like once this is done, you get to begin a new chapter. Like this new chapter that you've been wanting, it's been waiting for you to wrap up this past so that you can really leave it behind and start a new story. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Yeah, so your team is there to support you more than the people around you. I feel like you guys have maybe been feeling like you're kind of alone too. Like the people around you are just not getting it, and it's because they're not, and it's because it's your own authentic journey, which makes it so much more beautiful that you are really the only living person that understands it. But your team is there to understand it and give you guidance with it as well. Like they're really rooting you on this. They really are. So this card says surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And this is about connections. This is about that view of reality, but mostly connections. If you're trying to like connect with people and it's not feeling right, then that's probably a sign to take a step back and take a break. Or if you're being a certain way of yourself, like whether it's the way you communicate with people or the way you love, if it feels like it's doing too much, then take a step back and ask yourself, how can this feel effortless? How can this feel true to me? What can I do to make this feel more true to me? And this is all about surrendering to inner peace. Because I see that the past, like wrapping that up, is really your last step to feeling whole in yourself, to feeling grounded. Because you guys were kind of living in like two double lives, two different realities. You weren't able to see the current one as clearly as it is because the past was merging with it for you to heal. So when this healing happens, you can be grounded, and that is the foundation for all creation, new connections, new self emerging. And this card says, cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So yes, connections especially. Once your energy is wholly in yourself, like when there's no fragments of it, when it's all healed and integrated and you are completely a new version of you, that radiates and other people sense this energy and things will flow more easily. And always remember that your team is there for you if you do feel alone, if you do feel like you don't have connections. That's for a reason, because this healing journey is something that only you as a person can understand. So take a break whenever you feel you need to take a break, and things will work out and you will find a way to be fair, what to give yourself, what to give to others, when to put that armor on, when to take it off. This new sight is coming through that it's in pairing with your spiritual team, that they're helping you with this. And that is the end of your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it.